one thing. I want everybody to look at me. I'm going to pass it to Corn after I say one thing. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight? How many eat a W tonight?
2-week break. It's the off season. I know this is your favorite time of year. You've been talking about the off season since I feel like week 8. But Brian,
that's because my season was over.
How are we doing?
Like
what's the temperature? Yeah, I mean, whenever Burrow went down, which was like week 4, week 5.
2. It was like second quarter, week 2.
Was it really? It was that early?
Yeah, it was that early.
Man. Wow, I completely forgot about that. But yeah, a lot's been going down. We just had the DJ Moore trade, which I think was that the Kyler releasing, the Steph Diggs releasing. But let's start with we were sending stuff back and forth all day about the DJ Moore thing. So let's just start there. What are your initial thoughts?
So when I first saw it, I was kind of like, oh, this is great for both sides. And I still do think it's great for both sides. But like when I first saw it, I was like, oh, it's perfect. The Bills get their wide receiver 1, even though I don't know if I consider DJ Moore like what do you think? Like top 20, 25 receiver in the NFL?
I have my thoughts. Keep going.
Okay. So let's say he's top 24-ish receiver. So I guess that would mean he's a wide receiver 1 without really thinking about who I'd put ahead of him. Then the compensation came through, and it was a second-round pick. I was a little surprised. I know they gave a fifth-round pick back to the Bills. I was a little surprised it was a second-round pick. I know it's a late second-round pick, and that's why I'm assuming it was second. Honestly, I thought it would be like a fourth-round pick just because the Bears –
Fourth-round pick?
Yeah, I thought it would be a fourth. Like the Bears, it was no secret the Bears are going to trade him. Typically, when there's a player you know is going to be traded, like that team loses leverage because the Bears aren't in a great cap situation. They have Luther Burden, they have Roma Dunze, they have Colston Loveland on their team that they need to get the ball to. Like it was the easiest trade, I think, out there at this point because they needed to offload his contract. They have other guys they need to get the ball to. He wanted to be a number 1 receiver at a different location. Like that's what was going on internally. He kind of wanted out at this point as well because I think he knew he was going to take a back seat even going into next year. Or I think he maybe thought he was going to get cut. I don't know if they actually would have cut him. But I think that's why it was surprising when it came in that it was a second-round pick. And then on top of it, they changed his contract around so they guaranteed him money into 3 years from now, which again, it's just not necessary. Why would you do that? I don't understand what the point would be because now if you do want to move off of him, say in 2 years, you're still stuck with that guaranteed money, so it's harder to move off of him. So the whole thing is just weird to me, what the Bills did. But hey, I think the Bills got better. If that means anything, the draft's a lottery. So are they going to get as good of a player to win right now in the second round as DJ Moore? Very, very unlikely. So that's where I think it makes sense for the Bills. But I think they could have gotten away with giving up a little bit less and not guaranteeing him extra money.
Okay, well, let me see.
Do you get what I'm saying though?
Do you get what I'm saying though? Yeah, but I've had multiple conversations today about DJ Moore and people thinking they overpaid, which I don't agree with at all. I think a second rounder to get a guy like DJ Moore, who is an unbelievable talent. And can I read you who the quarterbacks have been for DJ Moore? Because this list is incredible.
Can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess. There's 10.
Oh, there's 10. All right. Well, let me see if I can get it because I know it's like a nuts. So you got Justin Fields, Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
You have Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Was that yes?
Yeah.
Fuck. Wow. I think I'm out. Who was the Panthers quarterback when he got drafted?
Cam Newton, the corpse of Cam
Newton. Yeah,
Kyle Allen, Teddy Bridgewater, Sam Darnold, PJ Walker, Baker Mayfield for probably 1 snap.
Yeah,
Jacob Eason, Justin Fields, Tyson Bagent, and Caleb Williams.
Okay,
So here's my thing with the DJ Moore situation. He's only 28 years old. He fits the timeline perfectly for Josh Allen. You needed someone who's going to come in and give you production like DJ Moore can. I think he had, I average like over 20 air yards, and there's like 4 other people who've done that in the last 5 years. And the average for the Bills, like average air yards, was like 9.2 last year. So already that's a jump. So you have DJ Moore, who's only played with all of these guys who are not good. There's not one good player on here. And you can say Caleb Williams is good, but he's only good for 1 quarter a game. And we all know that. And Caleb Williams is the most light switch quarterback in the NFL. What are you laughing about?
1 quarter. Okay. We could give him a little bit more credit than 1 quarter a game. But yes, I get your point. I just think it's funny.
I mean, he was like the most inaccurate, decent quarterback that didn't lose their job this year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he didn't turn
one of the best offensive lines with some of the best weapons.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't understand.
He didn't turn the ball over a lot, but yeah, he's got some work to do. Yeah.
So for the Bills to get a weapon like DJ Moore, to only give up, I think giving up a second round is perfectly fine because you're not going to get someone better in the second round. Hypothetically, statistically, however you want to say it, who's going to be ready right now. He's probably going to be good for the next 2 to 3 years. I mean, he's going to be 31. Stephon Diggs had a 1,000-yard receiving year this year off a torn ACL in New England. So that's. I mean, give him Josh Allen. He's by far the best quarterback he's ever going to play with. He's arguably the best quarterback in the league. I think it's a great trade. I think it's better than getting AJ Brown. You don't have to deal with all the headaches that AJ Brown brings because I was pushing that off all year being an Eagles fan, and I'm over that. Why would you want to bring that in? Plus, Philly's asking for a first rounder and a future third or something like that. They're asking price right now, which is insane. No one's going to do that. Maybe New England might, but I think everything's good. And I think if you guarantee him the contract, you're going to keep him happy. And you don't have to re-up if he does outperform his contract.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's fair. I get what you're saying. And like I said at the beginning, I think that was their biggest need. If they had DJ Moore last year, they'd probably beat the Broncos. They'd probably beat the Patriots. Who knows what happens? Yeah.
Also, Joe Brady coached DJ Moore in Carolina.
He did. That's probably part of the reason why they brought him in, just because he wanted 100%. Him there. It probably fits his offense well.
100%.
Only counter argument, he has taken, like, I know in the quarterbacks haven't been great. He has taken like massive dip in production over the last 3 years. Like, and anyone knows me knows I'm a DJ Moore guy.
If you know Brian,
you know that I'm a DJ. People who know, they know
Brian,
I'm a DJ Moore guy.
I've known you half of your life, and I've never known that you're a DJ Moore guy.
I'm a DJ Moore guy. Oh yeah.
Since when?
Since, I don't know, like 4 years, 5 years ago, probably.
Since 3 minutes ago after I laid out my case?
No. It's good timing though, but no. That is not why. But anyway, just like looking at his stats, and I know it's different. Like, he did have that really good year with Justin Fields. He almost 100 catches.
And that's impossible.
Yeah, it was 1,300 yards, 1,400 yards. Production dipped to under 1,000 yards the year after, and then last year 50 catches for 682 yards. Like, he's had a steady decline. That doesn't mean, like, I think he'll be the number one in the Bills offense. He'll get more opportunities, unlike this past year where there's a lot more weapons there that they need to spread the ball around to. They run the ball a decent amount in Chicago. So I think they could have gotten away with doing something lesser. I still think they should go add a receiver in free agency too. Like, I think they should go look at kind of like I agree, in the T. Higgins mold, like a more of like a taller receiver on the outside who can kind of win some of those 50-50 balls. I know they have Keon Coleman, but like that doesn't feel like that's ever gonna fucking work at this point. But I don't know. I liked it at first for everyone. I still like it for everyone. I think everyone kind of came away what they wanted. But the thing I appreciate is that it's a win now move for the Bills. They went and attacked their biggest weakness at wide receiver, finally got a weapon because you couldn't redo what they did last year. Like, you could not run that back.
That's like saying your biggest weakness is not having a leg and then getting a leg and being like, okay, I paid all my money for my leg.
That's sure, but you can pay less for the leg.
Yeah, but then you're just going to take a discount, and then Joe Brady's going to be, or not Joe Brady, Brandon Beane's always going to be like, dude, you're not giving Josh Allen what he needs. Like, are you going to go get an Amari Cooper type where a guy's like 35 years old and he's not 35? I think he was like 32, but he was not even close to what he was. I mean, you can't just keep doing that. That's ridiculous. That's just like,
no, yeah, you can't keep doing that.
That's just putting duct tape, when it just doesn't work.
So, question for you. Would you rather, let's say contracts are the same, would you rather trade a second-round pick for DJ Moore or sign Juwan Jennings or Alec Pierce?
Dude, DJ Moore.
Even over Alec Pierce?
Yeah. Alec Pierce is good, but he's not a number one. I mean, he's just a deep threat. Because then they're going to put their best DB on him, and then it's going to be the Shakir show again.
I feel like there aren't a lot of good options. There really aren't that many good wide receiver options out.
I mean, they could still. I don't even think they need to get another guy because now they have DJ Moore, Shakir, Kincaid, and Knox. I mean, that's enough. Yeah. And then you also have James Cook.
It is wild that their wide receiver room is the second highest paid in the NFL, though.
Yeah, they'll figure that out, though. There's always some
that's insane,
cap stuff, and I know. It is crazy because it's so bad. Well, it's because they were doing what you were. They were doing what you were suggesting, and going out and getting like, Curtis Samuel and Josh Palmer and all these like terrible people who like, look good in the combine.
I never suggested that. They just put words in my mouth.
I know. You said something like that. You're like, go get a T. Higgins type. Who's a T. Higgins type?
No, I just mean like. There is no TA. Those guys aren't going to be available. But like, I just meant like a bigger outside receiver to pair with DJ Moore. I think would work really well. And I know it's hard to do. Like, you either have to draft them, get lucky in the draft, or
but who would that be though?
Mike Evans. You can go get Mike Evans this year.
He's gonna play 8 games. That's like another thing. Like, because I thought Mike Evans too. But I'm like, man, he's old. He's gonna get hurt. That would just kind of be like a fake big name. I mean, I was thinking like, oh, what if they re-sign Stephon Diggs? He's dealing with some legal trouble. But I'm like, they're not going to bring that headache back in.
They are not. There's no way that's happening.
Yeah. But I think it's all around good, dude. If you need something, you do whatever you can to get it, even if you have to overpay, because you're not going to get anything on a discount because you get what you pay for. And
sure,
you get lucky sometimes, and you draft a Puka, you draft a bunch of these guys that come, in the later rounds who turn out to be really good, but that's also development. So then all of a sudden, Josh Allen's 35 years old. He's never had a great receiver besides Diggs, and that was when he was, not even that good yet.
No, he was good.
Yeah, but he wasn't arguably the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, he didn't win the MVP or whatever. I don't know. I think, again, like I said, it's good for both teams. They got what they want. I do like the fact that they identified their need. They went and got it. And I think you're right. AJ Brown's probably going to cost too much. So maybe that one just wasn't realistic, and they knew it wasn't going to be realistic.
Yeah.
Because I think you're right. I think AJ Brown's now definitely going to go for a first round pick. If DJ Moore went for a second, AJ Brown is definitely fetching a first and probably more. First and third would be a lot, but
that's what they're asking for. I think I saw something about a second too.
I could see like a first and a future third, maybe, like, because those aren't as valuable because they're later assets or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It was cool though. I was kind of like, when it came through, I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, for both teams, like it made sense.
Would you, if you're the Bills, would you do like 2 first rounder, your next like 3 first rounders for Max Crosby? I don't even think that'd be enough to get him.
No, I think it would be. I think they want 2 first is the asking price right now.
They said Micah Parsons. What was Micah Parsons? What did
I think
Micah Parsons go for?
I thought it was just a first and a second. Let me look it up.
Really? How did Sauce Gardner get 2 first rounders?
That's what I'm saying. The Sauce Gardner trade was wild.
Yeah, if we're talking about bad ones.
Okay, yeah, it was 2 first-round picks. So 2 first-round picks, and then Kenny Clark, who is kind of an aging player who had a massive contract. So like they were trying to, and they might
match it up.
Yeah, the Cowboys might cut Kenny Clark just because they can't really afford him. I know they restructured a bunch of their contracts, but they might cut him because his contract is so big. So 2 first-round picks. And then they did get a defensive tackle for a year. Good player.
Okay.
I mean, he's a good player. Kenny Clark's a good player, but still, it was
I don't think the Bills would be able to afford Max Crosby.
yeah,
Anyway.
I think it'd be tough. I think he's going to Chicago. That's my guess right now.
Ooh.
I think he's going to Chicago.
Saw Lane Johnson
Yeah,
tweet the
or
eyes
the
at,
Eagles. Or the
that'd
Eagles.
be fucking insane.
That'd be
dude.
sick, yeah.
That'd be insane.
That is good, but hey, best case, honestly, the best thing to come out of this for you is A.J. Brown's stock went up. So, Patriots, what do you got? I think you're right, though. I think the Patriots are like the only team that
Who else
not
needs a
makes sense,
receiver
but
this
like,
bad?
and like the Vrabel stuff, like they know each other. Like,
Yeah.
it's a late first, so maybe the Eagles don't want that because it's such a late first. But
I would take it late first.
yeah, no, I mean it's a first round pick, and then you probably get something. Yeah,
Get him out of here. Sign Mike Evans.
yeah, that'd be fun. That would be fun. I feel like him and Jalen Hurts would get along. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so turned off by this last season that I don't even know what's good and what's bad.
Yeah, what's happening?
I saw a post about they're listening to trades for Saquon. I think it was fake.
It's got to be fake.
Yeah, you just never know what's fake and real. Anything else? What else is like? What else is big that's going on right now?
The other big trade that happened was Trent McDuffie, the All-Pro corner for the Chiefs.
Oh
yeah. Mm-hmm.
How old is Trent McDuffie?
Trent McDuffie, 24, 25.
Oh, he's that young? Damn, dude. The Rams are going to be... I saw some things. Rams are going to be so good.
Yeah, he's 25.
They're probably really kicking themselves that they didn't win it all last year, because if they won that Thursday night game that they blew, they get home field.
They'd probably win the Super Bowl.
They probably win the Super Bowl.
I know.
Man.
And then Matt Stafford retires, and it's all... And they're signing Kyler Murray this year, and it's all... and it's starting over. But no, yeah, the Trent McDuffie trade. You know what I mean? Look at the different universe that could have been.
I mean, I'm looking at, that's hilarious. Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah, Trent McDuffie, that was a big package. It was a first, third, and a fifth.
Yeah,
I think
that was big. But it
was big.
But they still have the 13th pick overall.
No, I know, and that's why it makes sense for the Rams, because they already have a first round pick.
Yeah.
This is if last year wasn't Stafford's last year, this is probably his last year. They have a ton of cap space. Like, they can afford to bring this contract on and give him. I think that apparently he's going to make the most. They're going to give him a contract that makes him the highest paid corner at like $30 million a year or whatever.
Damn.
Which I do. I think he's the best corner in the NFL. No, but I think he's a top 7. 5 to 7, top 5 to 7 corner in the NFL. But that's what happens when you're up for a contract and you're one of the best players. You get paid. I liked this one a lot for the Rams because they still have a first round pick that's in the top 15. They traded the second pick. I actually did not love this for the Chiefs as much as I think a lot of people did. It was a big haul. But they have Brian Cook, who's up for free agency. Their other corner, what's his name, is up in free agency as well. So 3 of their starting 4 or 5 DBs are free agents, which makes you a little bit nervous. I'm kind of surprised. I know they were in some cap situations and Mahomes restructured, but again, a little surprised that they let him go. I don't think Chiefs fans were surprised that they let him go. I think this is something that a lot of people saw coming. But still, I don't know. Oh, Jalen Watson, who's projected to get the second most money on the open market for corners. So maybe they bring him back and that feels different. But
yeah,
they haven't hit as well on their draft picks the last few years as they did over that stretch from 2018 to 2022. I don't think you're never rebuilding when you have Patrick Mahomes, right? That's not what they're doing. But they paid Nick Bolton last year, a linebacker, a lot of money. They paid George Karlaftis, kind of a mid-range defensive end, a lot of money. Probably would have rather paid Trent McDuffie and not maybe those guys. And I think you'd feel a little bit better about it. So,
well, they finally got rid of that guard that jumps offside every time. What's his name? Jordan Taylor,
the tackle,
something like that.
Juwan Taylor. Juwan Taylor. Yeah.
The tackle, yeah.
He sucked.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Sucked.
I don't know. He was
So
probably
bad.
the guy who killed it at practice. And then once the lights turned on, he just like, all right, I'm offsides every time. And the refs were like, you can't call it every time.
I do remember when they signed him, like it felt like, because I remember they did not re-sign Leonard Brown Jr. Leonard Brown Jr. came to the Bengals. They all shit on the Bengals for taking him because they thought Leonard Brown Jr. sucked. They severely overpaid Juwan Taylor because that's what happens in free agency is you typically severely overpay for positions that you need. And he was terrible. Like they moved him from left tackle to right tackle. They benched him for a period. They drafted a tackle in the second round last year that they tried to replace him with. That guy also sucked. So they ended up playing him, and then they drafted another tackle in the first round. So like,
didn't he get hurt though? The guy from Ohio State, right?
Yeah, he got hurt. Yeah, no, yeah, he didn't get hurt. He just like disappeared. Josh Simmons, he just like disappeared for the team for like 10 weeks in the middle of the season.
Interesting. Damn.
No, I don't think it ever came out. Like it said it was a personal thing.
Oh, I thought he got hurt or something. But yeah, the Chiefs are an interesting team because you have all these like. So to get back to the Rams really quick, you have teams like the Rams who always just kind of figure it out. Like there's something about some of these organizations like the Rams, the Eagles, the Seahawks kind of figure it out all the time. And I'm not just saying that because they just won the Super Bowl, but they're always just like kind of solid.
Quick rebuilds. If they have to rebuild, it feels
Broncos,
like it's usually like quick.
Same way. But then you just have these teams who, like no offense, but like the Bengals, the Browns, the Jets, that just can't get out of their own way. And I just don't know why some of these teams don't just be like, hey, what are these guys doing? Or let's hire someone from this organization and see like, hey, let's like, I think the Chiefs are kind of like that, but I also think that's like a Patrick Mahomes thing, but you know, they were good with Alex Smith. Yeah, it's just, I don't really know what they're doing because they're old and you're right. They just haven't hit on many draft picks and like the Xavier Worthy thing, it doesn't look like it's going to pan out. And
Rasheed Rice.
Rasheed Rice, like who knows what's happening with that?
Yeah.
And like, are they an AJ Brown candidate? Are they, you know, like what's the deal with that?
Yeah, and that's the cheat. Like I saw a tweet, but it actually was funny. It's like it's really like it was something along the lines of after the trade happened that was like it's so funny how teams can build their teams. Like you have the Rams who maximize all their pieces, trade all their picks for proven players, and you know maximize these young guys on their contracts, get out ahead early or whatever. And then it was like you got the Chiefs who drafted Patrick Mahomes 9 years ago, and that was it. Like that's been part of the reason why they've been so good. They got it was great that they saw that they wanted him, they trade up and got him. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's obviously they've won a ton, so it's like whatever they're doing has worked to a certain extent. Yeah. But last year was weird, obviously. I think they just try. I think sometimes these teams like they hold on to a couple of players a little bit too long, hoping for one last run, and it just when a couple of them fall off a cliff, it's kind of over. Like it just doesn't work. And when you do that, you need to hit on draft picks and.
That was the big thing with Bill Belichick is like they'd have a player who would have probably one or two good more years left, you know, had some tread still left on their tires, but then they just get rid of them a little earlier and then they move on and they just kept rebuilding. And I mean, I didn't even mention the Patriots always being good. They had 3 or 4 down years and now they're back. Which is interesting because yeah, like Travis Kelce, for example, like he's obviously not the player he was, and they're holding on to that. They're holding on to. I mean, they had like running backs that were not good at all.
They need a running back badly. Yeah,
yeah. And I mean, Kenneth Walker's a big name in free agency, and there's a lot of people saying that he might not even go back to the Seahawks, which is crazy. But that could be a big Chiefs piece. But then again, it's like, is that enough? Is that going to bring them back to where they were? I mean, they're always going to be really good with Mahomes, but you need some other piece like a Travis Kelce, like a Tyreek Hill, who's going to put you over the top.
And maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe they knew they couldn't afford Trent McDuffie, which I think that's partially what the problem was. And now you got 2 first-round picks. So you got pick 9, I believe, which if they don't get a running back, maybe that's Jeremiah Love territory. I know he's a favorite to mock there. I think he might go higher at this point. And then what was it, pick 28? I think the Rams might be, or 29, the pick the Rams have. So, like, you can get a piece. But this draft specifically is tough because it's not very top-heavy. It's kind of got a decent amount of depth, but, like, a lot of these guys going at the end of the first round are typically second round graded players anyway, because there's only really 10 to 15 true first round graded players in most drafts. So I don't know. It's interesting. I'm actually really excited to see what they do next week because, like you said, there's Kenneth Walker, there's Travis Etienne, Rico Dowdle, Tyler Algier, Rashad White, Kenneth Gainwell. I feel like for some reason would fit really well with the Chiefs just because he's kind of like a do-it-all type of guy. Like I think he'd be fun.
But you need kind of like a bruiser though. I feel like the teams that last a long time never have the highest powered offense. It's always defensive driven, and then the offense is just really solid. And I'm talking about the teams that just last a long time. Like even when the Chiefs had an unbelievable offense, they got destroyed in the Super Bowl by the Bucs. So. Then you look at the Seahawks, who they had a really solid offense. Obviously, they have JSN, they have Kenneth Walker, Sam Darnold played great, but their defense was the star of the show.
Mm-hmm. You need a good defense.
Same with the Eagles the year before.
Yeah, you need an average defense at worst case scenario if you have a top 5 offense. Like you need a good defense.
Well, basically what I'm saying is if your team is defensive, you're going to last longer.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think that's. Yeah. I think unless you have a generational quarterback, I think they typically can help carry as long as they stay healthy.
Well, yeah, but yes, the Chiefs have had really good defenses every year as well. When they had the 1 or 2 down years, but that was it. They've had a very good defense most of the time along the way. I agree. But yeah, I think I think that if Kenneth Walker, he's only 25, like that could be. Is he really?
Yeah, he's only 25. That could be
Why do I feel like he's
I know.
30, bro?
He's been in the league. Yeah, he's like 30 with 4 kids. Yeah.
That's crazy. Sometimes I hear the ages of these people. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
It's like the Sam Darnold thing. It's like, how is he younger than Joe Burrow?
28. Yeah, he's like 28 years old. But yeah, so I think, I don't know. We'll see what they do. But again, I liked it for the Rams. I still liked it for the Chiefs. Like they got a ton. I think they got more than, you would have wanted to get in that trade. I'm curious, but I think they could have figured out a way to cap him. I think he's a top 10 player at his position, and then to not keep him feels like a loss. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you have good players, sometimes it's good to just keep them. I don't know. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's just a lot. Like he's gonna ask for. I mean, he just won Super Bowl MVP, so.
And it's not like there's like a replacement. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about Trent McDuffie. It's not like there's like a replacement. Not like there's a replacement on the roster. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like they had like.
I just don't think anyone knows what the Chiefs are doing. I don't even think they know what they're doing. They're like, we have Patrick Mahomes. Let's figure it out.
Maybe it's a little soft rebuild.
Yeah, it might be another down year. But who knows? They have the same odds as like the Bills and Ravens to win the AFC. So
I think it all depends, right? Patrick Mahomes' injury. I expect him to come back week 1, but if he misses 3 or 4 weeks at the beginning of the season, something goes wrong. Like who knows what could happen? So maybe that's part of the thought process as well.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 big trades that happened. The other big news: Kyler Murray is going to be released. He can't be released. So free agency, like the tampering window starts Monday at 12 Eastern. So like you'll get signings at 12:05, whatever. Once those start coming through, he cannot be released until the start of the league year, which I think is Wednesday at 3 or 4 Eastern. So he won't get cut technically until Wednesday. So like we won't hear anything from him probably before we do the pod next week. But he's going to Minnesota, right?
I think so.
There's no. I mean, he's going to be able to choose where he wants to go because he still has his like $40 million guaranteed. So he's going to sign a league minimum deal.
It's a Russell Wilson thing, yeah.
Yeah, the Russell Wilson thing. He's going to sign a league minimum deal. Like whoever, come to Cincinnati. Come be a backup for a year, like for $1.5 million,
what are we talking about? What?
I just mean he can
go. Hey, the Ray Joe Burrow's going.
Yeah,
they need him.
He could go anywhere he wants to go. Like I do think it'd be funny if he went to
Cincinnati. Can he play defense?
I think LA is an interesting option, man. Like get your money. You're gonna make $40 million. Sit behind Matt Stafford. Take a rest year. It's not gonna happen. But like if you're thinking about your long-term future in the league, and then they sign you as their future quarterback, it's an option.
What are we talking about? He's going to be playing for his next contract.
No, that's true. But or they just believe in him.
So sit behind Stafford and we'll pay you $25 million after he's done, or go to Minnesota, ball out, make $40 to $50 million,
What if he doesn't ball
for
out?
3 to 4 years. I mean, you're betting on yourself. So no matter what you do, he's going to get another shot somewhere else. He's like, even if he doesn't play well wherever he goes, like if he goes to the Jets, that'd just be a huge mistake.
No,
it's
going to be Minnesota.
If he goes to the Browns, that'd be a huge mistake. If he goes to the Dolphins, that'd be a huge mistake. It needs to be Minnesota. I mean, it'd be cool to go to Minnesota, but is Kevin O'Connell like that kind of quarterback? Is not really his. I mean, he's never had one like that, right?
No, I don't think so. I'm sure he has at some point, but like I'm trying to think recently. I don't think so.
No. Kirk Cousins, JJ McCarthy,
Sam
Darnold. Matt Bozeman.
Yeah.
Brosmer.
No, I think lowest hanging fruit is that he ends up in Minnesota. He has a solid year. And like that's the crazy thing. For $1.5 million, like no matter what he does, it's a steal. Like
100%.
Like no matter like
plus the Vikings have their cap space is pretty bad.
Is it?
Like they have to cut. Is it offensive lineman that they have to?
Jonathan Allen, I think, is going to get cut. They already cut a couple defensive tackles, I think.
They have to cut Aaron Jones. Some defensive guys, but I mean that's pretty big.
Oh, Javon Hargrave. Javon Hargrave is the other one that they need to cut.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because they have the worst. So like right now they have the worst odds to win that division. Would you put money on them winning the division if Kyler goes there?
Winning is tough, but I keep going back to they went 9-8 last year with that debacle of a quarterback situation that they had.
That's crazy.
And they went 9-8 with that debacle in that division.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts. Like I think they are set up to win. I'm curious what their odds would be, but yeah, I'd probably throw a little flyer on it because like, why not?
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think they're not going to be worse than they were last year.
But you have to take that right now, expecting Kyler to go there.
You're saying, that's tough.
Yeah.
That is, what are the odds? Do you know off the top of your head?
No, but I can look it up. But
yeah, look it up.
Yeah, I just it would be cool. I like Kyler. I've always liked Kyler.
I think he's solid.
I saw him play a few times in SoFi. I saw a regular season game and a playoff game in SoFi, and I'm like, damn, this guy's really good. He moves really well. He throws the ball really well. Like he's got kind of everything besides height, and how he plays, he doesn't really need it. But I just
watching him run cracks me up.
Why? Because his steps are so little.
Yeah, he's just like a bug or something that's just like quick, like you know what I mean? Like he's just I don't know. He's fast as hell. But I think Minnesota's the place. I'm trying to think like. Where else would he go?
Plus
like,
700 right now.
Probably not. It's probably not worth it. If it was like plus 1,200,
maybe.
This probably I wonder if that's already it's already baked in. Yeah, it probably already baked in. I mean, where else would he go? What like Miami?
Jets.
But why? Like the Jets would be stupid.
Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall.
Yeah, Breece Hall. I feel bad for Breece Hall, man. He's stuck.
It's got, they've got like something going on there. They just, Justin Fields is terrible. And then who they have? Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah.
I don't know. More I think about the Jets. Maybe that's not a terrible move. I saw Joe Flacco is plan A.
Yes. I know. That's what I saw too. Going back with Stefanski.
Which is crazy. And then I saw plan B was Tua.
Oh, God. Yeah, where does Tua end up? If you had to guess. I saw something today.
So Kyler, we both agree with Minnesota.
Vikings. Yeah. I don't even know if there's another option. Like I don't.
Tua's. You can go Jets.
I saw something
Atlanta.
that said that someone who trades for Tua is going to have to give up a first-round pick.
Why?
Or the Miami's going to have to give up a first-round pick and Tua to trade him.
Oh,
like that's
his
how.
Contract?
Like because of his contract. Like that's how.
Is he even going to get moved?
I'm assuming he's going to get cut. Is my guess. Like I think he's just going to have to eat.
What's the cap hit then?
Yeah. A lot. Let me look it up.
That's I just don't. There's just not really a fit for Tua. It's almost, man.
So dead cap hit of 99.2 million, which is close to the Russell Wilson. I can't remember if Russell Wilson was higher. If it's
That was like 89.
if it's pre June 1, if it's after June 1, they'll split it between 2 years, so it's 55.4 and then 43.8.
So he's not getting cut till June.
Yeah, I think, and I might be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure you can cut players with the designation of post June 1. And
so what's the point of that?
I know it's stupid, but like I'm pretty sure you can do that and still cut them whenever you want.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know.
What a stupid rule.
Yes, it's a stupid rule. I just don't think they're going to be able to trade him.
No one's going to trade for him unless they're getting some kind of like a first rounder with him. But I don't know where he would go. I don't know where he'd fit. The Jets wouldn't do that, and how dumb they are, they wouldn't do it. The Browns wouldn't do it. Man, who's going to play quarterback for the Browns? Shador?
I mean, they're Tyson. I know they're in on like apparently high on Ty Simpson, but yeah, Deshaun Watson or Shador as of right now.
They're going to draft Ty Simpson?
I think it'd be stupid for like if he falls to they have 2 first round picks, so maybe if he falls to like pick 26 or whatever they have.
I'm Ty Simpson. I'm pulling an Eli.
Yeah, I'm pulling an Eli.
Has anyone been like a round 2 QB and been like, nah?
Nah. I don't think so, but that's hilarious.
People think he's going to go to the Steelers, but I don't think so. I think they kind of like Will Howard.
Yeah, and I think they're bank. I think the Steelers all their eggs are in their Aaron Rodgers basket.
You think so?
Is my guess. Yeah.
I wouldn't hate if Aaron Rodgers.
But yes,
we're bouncing all over the place, but we're just talking about quarterbacks.
Yeah, I did look it up. It's like you can cut someone as pre June 1, but declare it post June 1.
How stupid is that? Wow, that's so dumb.
All right, yeah, let's go back to so Kyler Vikings.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do Malik Willis. I think he's going to Miami.
Yeah, that sounds about right. How old is Malik Willis? He's probably like what, 21? Because
25, 21, no, 25.
No, I'm just saying because everyone's just a lot younger than we thought they are. Yeah, Malik Willis does have Miami written all over it. I just feel like that's just, when a guy plays a couple good games, I'm always kind of weary on that because I'm like,
for sure.
I don't really know. Like, who do you play well against this year?
Played
what, 2 or 3 games? You played well
the
against
Bears.
The Bears. Okay.
Yeah. They lost that game, but he played unbelievable.
Yeah, but the Bears are kind of frauds, and we kind of knew that, and they just kind of had a weird run in the playoffs. I'm just so out on Caleb Williams, dude. I don't think he's bad. I just don't think he's going to be as good as people think he's going to be, which is fine.
Yeah.
But who knows? He might win an MVP in 2 years. Who knows?
It just cracks me up. But no, it's like I've heard this conversation had around Malik Willis where it's like one of those things of the market for that QB has like skyrocketed over there. Like think of Baker Mayfield when he kind of got his reclamation project because Malik Willis played in Tennessee. Like they drafted him in the 3rd round. Like he was maybe a starter there, got traded. Like Baker Mayfield signed a 1-year, $4 million deal. Sam Darnold signed a 1-year, it was like $10 million deal. Then Daniel Jones, 1 year, 14. And then Justin Fields was 2 for 40. And now you're looking at Malik Willis, who probably has the least skins on the wall of all of them. Like they're talking $30-40 million for Malik Willis, which is just insane. And maybe it's because the cap has exploded and like over the last, it's gone up, whatever, $100 million over the last 4 years or whatever it is. But it's insane to think about that someone's going to pay him that much money. But I'm excited to see where he goes. But yeah, my guess is Miami and then maybe Arizona. Then Flacco, Atlanta. Flacco, Atlanta.
Yeah, are you going to miss Flacco?
I am. I kind of hope he comes back. I don't think he will, but I hope he comes back.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fun having Flacco.
Why did I just think of another quarter? Oh, what about Mac Jones?
Apparently the 49ers he's not a free agent, so they have to trade for him. Like they
You don't think anyone's going to trade for him?
No, I think you need to give up too much to get him at this point.
The market's weird with quarterbacks because I feel like there's a lot of teams who have a quarterback or who are kind of like on that like CJ Stroud. He's good, but he's not that good. or he's good enough, you know. And so a lot of these guys, there's just not many there's not many even like the Bryce Young thing. It's like, okay, he got us to the playoffs. We were 9-8. Who knows?
He's middle of the league. He's your average quarterback in the NFL. It's hard.
Yeah, and that's that's like a weird place to be, because if I'm the Panthers, I'm like, yeah, it was a fun season, but is this our guy?
Am I committing $50 million a year to this guy? Yeah.
Is that a normal sized backpack? That's
I know exactly what you're talking about. The other one, Anthony Richardson. Is the other one.
Wow, I forgot about that. See, I don't see him going anywhere. Maybe Minnesota, but then
I think
are you just gonna have like
a
quarterback? Are you gonna have a quarterback battle with like these 3 top 10 quarterbacks who are like drafted quarterbacks
that are struggling to make it in the NFL?
they're all cast-offs, and JJ McCarthy's gonna, like, everyone's like, oh, he's gonna have a Sam Darnold trajectory, and it's like everyone's looking for the next guy who was slept on. And I keep seeing tweets saying like the NFL has a quarterback development problem, which is probably true. People are pretty quick to move on, obviously, but if it's not working out, move on.
But you think about the old days with like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, like it was so different. Like they struggled to start their careers. Like all like these stud quarterback, Hall of Fame quarterbacks struggled. Like John Elway was terrible. Like he basically did the Eli Manning before there was an Eli Manning. Said, I'm going to go play baseball. Yeah. I don't like, and then he got traded to Denver, and then he sucked. Like
Peyton Manning set the record for most interceptions thrown in a season.
I know.
And then our boy Jameis came along and was like, my turn.
Hold my beer.
He's the real 30 for 30 guy.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, I don't know. I do think Anthony Richardson, like based on just the clip you see of him talking to, what's his face, O'Connell, and O'Connell telling him you're a beast, like hold your head up, like you're going to be great in this league. Whenever they played each other like 2 years ago, so that's why I think he might go to Minnesota. But that'd be funny. They have 3. I wonder if that's ever happened before. 3 top 10 quarterbacks on the same team at the same time.
Wasn't that Carolina with Baker and Sam Darnold and whoever the starter was?
God, you're so right. It was like 3 years ago. Bryce Young. I think it was still Bryce Young, wasn't it? Yeah, it was still Bryce Young.
Was it really?
I think so, wasn't it? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that was the year before he got there.
Who was the starter on that team? Maybe it was just those 2. So maybe 3 hasn't happened.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that was before. I don't know.
Is Jimmy Garoppolo a free agent? That guy still plays.
I think he is actually. I'm pretty sure he is, because I was actually looking at him as potentially a Bengals back.
Do you think the Raiders are just going to throw Fernando Mendoza just like, all right, go for it, or do you think they're going to bring in someone?
I thought Flacco would be good spot there when I first thought about it, but like I think he's kind of at the point where he does, like, if he knows you're drafting a quarterback 1, like,
bro, we haven't even talked about Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah, Kirk.
There are too many quarterbacks. We need expansion.
There are too many quarterbacks. Yeah,
we need 2 more teams.
Aaron Rodgers also.
Yeah,
those are the 2.
Well, yeah, we think he's going to go back to the Steelers. I mean,
Kirk Cousins could be Raiders.
I heard Derek Carr wants to come back.
Yeah, I don't think anyone wants Derek Carr at this point. You got Mitch Trubisky out there, like, man.
Yeah, but he's a bad
Zach Wilson.
Who cares?
Yeah,
who cares?
Marcus Mariota, that has Jets written all over it.
As a starter.
He's only 32.
Wow, that's wild. He looks like he's 40.
Yes.
I don't know who the Jets. Who do we think the Jets are going to get?
I think they're going to, like, Tyrod's a free agent. I think they're going to cut Justin Fields.
Yeah, who are they going to get? They're not going to roll out Marcus Mariota and have no plan behind that.
No,
that guy gets hurt every other game.
Well, this is why I said, a few weeks back when Aaron Glenn did get fired, I think he is being set up to be fired. Like, I have no idea what the plan is in New York. Like, I have no idea.
Did that just happen to someone?
Lovie Smith, I think,
No,
was
no,
one
no.
of them.
That was a while ago. I'm saying I feel like it
Yeah.
just happened.
Oh, the Patriots.
Oh yeah,
Jared
yeah,
Mayo.
yeah.
Jared Mayo. Yeah.
Gerard Mayo.
And then Gerard Mayo. Yeah. I don't know. Kirk, New York, Jets.
He's like, nah, I'm good.
That's what I'm saying.
I've already
Like,
torn my Achilles once. I'm not going back there.
That's what I'm saying. But like to your point, you have Garrett Wilson.
Raiders is not a bad option.
You have Garrett Wilson. You have
They have
Breece
good.
Hall.
I just feel like their team's not that bad, but it is that
They
bad.
just always suck. Yeah, they always suck.
And they have 2 first-rounders from the Colts. I mean, they just need to do a full rebuild. They shouldn't even sign a free agent. They maybe bring in Mariota, maybe bring in
Tyrod back or
Mitch
something.
Trubisky.
Yeah.
Just have them. They'll go 2-15, and then they'll get
Fire
what's
the
his
coach.
name?
Yeah.
They'll fire their coach. They'll get Arch Manning, and they'll hire.
Which he'd probably go to New York just because I think they'd want to be in that market. So he probably wouldn't pull an Eli to get out of New York.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's the Jets.
Yeah, but then again, who's going to be drafting quarterback? Maybe.
Yeah.
We don't know.
We don't know. We really don't.
The market's wild. I didn't even think about we haven't talked about any other position, and I want to give you the floor. Now that I'm thinking of it right now, we haven't. There's no other quarterbacks we're forgetting about, right?
No, that's all.
Okay, we touched all of them.
But whoa.
All right, really quick. So, Vikings, Kyler, Jets.
Yep. We don't know.
Is going to be a plethora of backups.
Correct.
Miami, Malik Willis.
Yep.
Raiders, Kirk Cousins.
I think Kirk Cousins could be.
Okay. Atlanta, Flacco.
Yeah. Atlanta, Flacco.
Where's Anthony Richardson going to?
Fuck, man, I don't know.
Vikings? But can they afford that?
Yeah.
Would they want to afford that? Because they're going to have to pay him, right?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. I think it depends. He hasn't officially been cut yet. He's been able to search for a trade. I think it all depends on what ends up, whether he gets cut or if he gets traded.
His contract's not up?
No. He's got one.
So he has one more on his rookie deal. Mm-hmm. Okay. So maybe Vikings.
Okay.
We're missing trying to think of other teams, but
Cardinals could be Kirk Cousins.
Oh, Cardinals.
Too. That could be Kirk Cousins. They got some pieces in place. They got Marv.
He stinks.
They got Michael Wilson.
He's pretty good.
Trey McBride.
He's great. Yeah.
Yeah, like they got
running backs are broken.
Running backs are broken, but it's a good running back market.
Right. Kenneth Walker.
Travis Etienne. We haven't
talked about any of these, but I want to give you the floor. Who do you want the Bengals to get? Who are your top 5?
Top 5
any
for
position,
me.
And it can't. Don't say Kyler Murray.
No, it's not going to be Kyler Murray. But like, I'm just saying, like he's so cheap that I'd be pumped if he wanted.
We know what you're saying. We know what you're saying.
All right. So top 5 for me. I'm going to go a little bit like actually realistic of who I think they will sign because they won't go after some of these top guys on the market because it's just not what they do. If I had to do top 5 of who I want them to sign, based on what they've said at the combine, I think they're going to go after a veteran linebacker who can kind of rush the passer because that's something they said they wanted to improve because they had 2 rookie linebackers. It's the first team since 2012. No, not Logan Wilson. First team since 2012 that had 2 rookie linebackers have as many snaps as they had, which is fucking insane that they did that. I mean,
so they're going to go after a veteran linebacker.
Yeah, so I think the 2 options there are Caden Ellis. He's a little bit older. He's 30. He's not going to – it's going to be like a mid-tier guy. Like they usually like to go after $6 to $9 million a year. He had 4.5 sacks. I think he's graded as the best pass rushing linebacker in the NFL or one of the best pass rushing linebackers in the NFL. The other one, Leo Chenal from Kansas City. He wasn't a full-time starter. He only played like 550 snaps, but he's, I think, 11th graded PFF linebacker in the NFL. And he can do everything. He can blitz. He can cover. Very, very low missed tackle percentage. It almost sounds exactly like what they were describing. I'd be pumped if they took Leo Chenal. He's 25. Like in your, again, 3-year, $6 to $8 million a year range. Give him the Logan Wilson contract that you had and give it to him and let him be your new Logan Wilson, I guess. He's a different player than Logan Wilson, but I think he would really help the defense. And then the biggest problem is like you need defensive line and you're letting the best defensive lineman on the market walk. Yeah. So I don't really know how you get better, if I'm being honest.
Trade for Max Crosby.
Yes, trade for, but that's never going to happen because they're the fucking Bengals, so it's not going to happen. If I had to pick a couple guys that I think are realistic, Boye Mafe from Seattle. He only had 2 or 3 sacks last year, but he kind of got pushed down a little bit just because they had so many guys on the defensive side of the ball. And he did generate a lot of pressures. I know we talk about that all the time with like Shamar Stewart and some of these guys. Like, you need to get there. But he kind of reminds me a little bit of Trey Hendrickson. He's like 27 years old when Trey was coming out of free agency, and they took a flyer on him. I do think he's probably some people have him as a top 10 player on the market just due to his potential. So I do think that's one that's a potential option. I would love Jalen Phillips. He's probably your top edge guy besides Trey Hendrickson and Odafe Oweh. I don't think it's going to happen, but I would be pumped if they took him. I just think he's going to cost too much. Yeah. And then if I'm going to safety, that's the other position you need. Like, this is what they need. They need like
Kobe Bryant.
They need 3 guys on the defensive line. They need a linebacker. They need some DBs. If I had to pick a safety,
Kobe Bryant.
No, it's not Kobe Bryant. I just don't think I don't think I don't think so. I would take Brian Cook though. Bring him home as well. He was a UC guy. Again, Kansas City. But again, he's going to make like $16 million a year, and they didn't sign Jesse Bates because they didn't want to pay safety that much money. It's like, I don't think that's realistic. I think he's a perfect fit for the Bengals. They want a true free safety, and that's what Brian Cook is, but they're not going to pay him that much money. I think it'd be great. So the next guy on my list is probably Jalen Thompson. He's another true free safety from Arizona. I had him on my offense defense fantasy league, was a stud. I also had Caden Ellis on my offense defense fantasy league, also a stud. So I'm gonna go Jalen Thompson. And if not Jalen Thompson, I like Jalen Hawkins from New England. He kind of came on really strong as a free safety last year. He's one of those pieces that kind of came out of nowhere. And he's still only 28 years old as well. Again, all these guys are these just mid-tier guys. Like, that's who they'll go after. They're not going to go after the fucking studs, which can be good in free agency. Like, sometimes going after those guys is a pain in the ass. But yeah, if I had those would probably be the 5 if I had to give you 5. And
so
I'm
no
curious.
offensive lineman.
No, I don't think they need offensive line. They already re-signed Dalton Reisner. Their starting 5's come back. They graded out really well the second half of the year, their offensive line. I think you need to draft a tackle to develop behind Leonard Brown Jr., but I'm not as worried about the offensive line. I think that's a little bit overblown at this point.
Okay.
I think it's just,
and
I think
lastly,
that's the easy thing to say about the Bengals.
Who do you want them to take at pick 10?
Reuben Bain. I think you need to go. I would love Caleb Downs, but I don't know if he'll be there. Reuben Bain. I think he had the third shortest arms in combine history for an edge rusher or something like that, which is insane. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that might be the reason why he's there at 9. Like, I think teams will look at that and he might fall. I don't think you're going to be able to replace Trey Hendrickson. You have a massive need at defensive tackle and defensive end. You're not going to be able to. There's not enough guys in free agency who are good enough to get you there at this point. Like, you need to take defensive line in the first round. You have to. Like, you basically lit your pick on fire last year, and everyone said it. Me specifically, multiple times before they did it.
You were really bummed out. Real bummed out. Man.
I was on a Jamaica trip, a Jamaica golf trip
just
when that happened, and it just people still text
vacation.
Me. Yeah, it just fucking sucked. It didn't ruin my vacation, but I was pissed.
That's hilarious.
But yes, so that's what I would say. Reuben Bain, as of right now, is the guy I want the most. I think that just give me a guy who's just a freaking beast. Like, you watched him. Like, he's a guy you watch that is like,
damn.
Oh, who's that guy? Like, you watch him 2 plays.
I want that guy.
Correct, exactly, and that's what I want. So that's where I'm at. I was pissed off at Duke Tobin for a couple days from every time he talks.
Yeah.
It makes me want to.
It's family.
Like, God, man, it makes me want to just.
Family.
Yeah.
Where does Trey Hendrickson go?
I think either New England or Dallas.
Not Buffalo?
No, I don't think he'll go to Buffalo. I don't know if they can afford. I think, I think they don't have a ton of cap space. Like, they really don't have a lot of room to make a ton of moves in Buffalo.
You think he's gonna make? How much money do you think he's gonna make? Like 27 to 30?
I would say I think his projection is 25, 26, but it usually goes a little bit higher. Yeah, I'd say 27 per year. And I bet you he gets 2 or 3 years. I bet you he gets 3 years, 2 years guaranteed. Yeah.
It sucks because
I don't know.
When his contract was up, he could have gotten so much more. They're projecting 38?
Yeah, I mean, I think Max Crosby was making 35, and that was felt like always the realistic comp for Trey Hendrickson because he's a better pass rusher than Crosby's ever been, but Crosby way better run defender and just never is off the field. He's just an animal. So he's just a better overall player. So that was kind of always the comp was 33 to 36, I would say. He got 30 from the Bengals last year though. So to play 4 games.
Yeah.
And so sick. But not I get why they let him go. I just think they would have, I just wish they would have tried to tag him and trade him and get something for him. Because now letting him walk for nothing just kind of sucks. And they could get a 3rd round comp pick, and that also scares the shit out of me because if they want that 3rd round pick, then they don't do what they should do. That means they didn't do what they need to do in free agency. So because it gets offset by what you do in free agency, who you sign, how much you sign them for. So, and that's my fear is that they're not going to do anything because they want that 3rd round comp pick. Because who doesn't want pick 106 in the draft that you've missed on for the last 7 years in a row, right? How can you pass that up?
Do you want to lay on a couch and just keep talking, or
No, I'm good.
That was amazing.
I did it. I wanted to go through that pretty quickly. I didn't want to waste too much time because I know we're already pretty late. I could have done a whole episode.
I was going to say, I felt like you need to get that out.
Yeah.
Maybe we can. Maybe in the off season we'll have a full Bengals episode just for you.
Yeah.
And I'll try to prep as well as I can and not make as many jokes. But what fun is that for me?
No, you need to make jokes. You need to have fun too. But yeah, if they sign 2 of those 5 guys I said, I would consider it
win.
Solid win. I think that'd be cool.
I agree.
I do think they're going to be more active this year than they were last year. I do think they're serious. I just think there actually is pressure from Joe this year. If we don't
that's a good point.
I think there's legitimate pressure of I will contemplate forcing my way out if you do not, because they didn't. Duke Tobin stood up there. I don't want to pay more money for the same team last year. They literally paid significantly more money for the exact same team. They even brought back all their free agents who were not very they brought back BJ Hill on a big deal. They brought back Joseph Osai on they brought guys back that they didn't need to bring back. And they could have tried to at least do something different. So that's what makes me worried. They say they're going to spend. I'll believe when I see it. So I don't know.
You know what I'm afraid of? I'm afraid one day this podcast is going to turn into a Bengals podcast, which is, this is my fault giving you the floor, but that was fun for me.
That wasn't that. What was that? 6 minutes?
I'm just kidding, dude.
Yeah, I went quick, man. I could have gone shit, man. I could have gone fucking. I could have done 50 minutes on the free agents alone.
I'm not kidding. I legit want to do a full Bengals one day, and that'd be so fucking funny because I'd just be sitting here like this, all right, well, I know nothing about this. I'm borderline casual. I just know more than the average person, I would say, purely because that's all I watch. But that's all sounds good to me. I hope, honestly, Brian Cook to the Bengals, that'd be pretty cool. I didn't think about that.
I'd love it. I think he'd be a perfect fit. I just don't think they're going to do it because he's probably going to make the most of him or Cam Curl are going to make the most of any safety. And they're just not going to pay $60 million for a safety. It's not what they do. It's not what they will ever do. Jesse Bates, that's Jesse Bates' contract. And they didn't want to do it for their own guy.
That would be nice.
So it'd be nice to have him, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be very nice. That'd be very nice.
So,
all right. Well, how about this? Next week we'll do the pod at the same time.
Thursday?
Same day, so we can get all the free agency stuff because otherwise it's gonna be more speculation.
Mm-hmm. We'll have a lot by Thursday. Might even have Kyler by Thursday.
Yeah, that'd be good. So, all right, we'll be back next week, and we'll probably be back every week until there's just a huge lull. But there's so much sports going on, and we didn't even touch on the Olympics, which that's not really our thing. But
feels like so long ago already.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, this talk got me pumped for the NFL
Monday?
season.
Yeah, I had to send a few messages out saying, if you don't want me to send shit so I don't annoy you, let me know now because I will just send shit. So
I love it, dude. I love getting random tweets all day from you, and it's always, the insiders and some bullshit, and some bullshit's fun. I mean,
yeah, exactly.
what you send me compared to what I send you is just completely different.
It's so funny though. I love it. But we need balances.
Different.
We need balances, right? Like, yeah.
Need it. Because my shit's like more the entertainment side. Yours is the analytics side. And again, balance.
It works.
It's like the Thanos meme holding the thing.
Correct.
All balance.
Yeah. That is absolutely right.
Yeah. All right. Well, follow us at Traveling Athlete Pod on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and at Athlete Pod on Twitter. And nothing really to gamble on. March Madness is coming up though, so we're gonna get into that. When do the brackets come out?
Couple weeks.
2 weeks.
Couple weeks. I think next week's. No, I think it's next. I think next week's conference tournament, so it should be the Sunday after conference tournament.
Nice. So maybe we can do a really long episode next week.
We could. Yeah, we could do a long episode. Just plan on doing like a long, like maybe start a little bit earlier, plan to do a long one.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
But man, those trades that we talked about today definitely took up more time than I anticipated.
Well, I mean, we went on a long conversation about quarterbacks, and I had a great time doing it because we just kept thinking like, oh shit, there's another one.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about any other position.
I know. We really did.
Until we got to the Bengals, then you listed off probably everyone else who's getting targeted by every other team. Wow, that's hilarious. All right, follow us on all the social things, Brian.
It's fun.
Oh, shit. We gotta do it again, dude. Left the lens cap on.